Little Girl in the Big Ten is a really great episode of The Simpsons. This one really spoke to me. I really thoroughly enjoy this one. This is the 20th episode of the 13th season of The Simpsons, directed by Jim Reardon and Lauren McMullen. And the main narrative involves Lisa spending time with college students. Now, I'm not entirely sure how somebody who can get into college thinks that an 8-year-old is in college, but nevertheless, they don't understand that she's not only not in college, but not even in high school, and she is loving it. She is living for this college life. But how long can she keep it up? And Bart, because of something quite interesting that happens, has to spend time in a plastic bubble. And the reason for it, I think, is, quite interesting, quite well developed, a pretty decent way to get to that point. And it's all about Bart's life in the bubble and what it's like for him and how he can use it to his advantage. And I thought it worked quite well. I feel like Lisa's story definitely overshadowed Bart's. I don't know if I just feel that way because I love Lisa's story, but I do feel like Lisa's was a lot more prominent, which is often the case when we have a main narrative and a subplot, but sometimes they're a bit more evenly weighted, but not so much here. They could have made Bart in a Bubble the main narrative, and they could have done so much more with it, and part of me kind of wishes that they had done that because I think it's quite interesting, but at the same time, if I had to choose between the two narratives, Lisa hanging out with college girls is definitely my favorite. There are a lot of one-liners and things that I think Nelson saying to Bart. Well, this is a spoiler for one of the bits of comedy. I have nothing else to say that isn't a spoiler. So spoilers from now. Nelson saying, "I'm going to kick you in the ball," was just ridiculously funny. I don't know why. I just hadn't expected it, and it's quite blunt. Every now and then, The Simpsons will say something shocking or outrageous, or they'll swear, and because it's not normally quite as in your face, it always takes me by surprise in a really pleasing and satisfying way, and this is what we get with this. I really enjoyed it. Little Girl in the Big Ten is one of the best episodes in a while. I wouldn't say it's one of the best overall, but certainly for season 13. I think it's one I could probably watch multiple times over without getting bored.